Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a video of if you like this romance book, you will like this romance book. I am taking like all of the super popular romance books. Most of them have those illustrated covers that a lot of people really love, and I'm recommending books that I think you would like if you've loved these ones. Now, the books I'm recommending aren't as popular. Some of them are pretty popular in the romance community, but that's like the online romance community and not like the community in general of all the readers out there, because I think like everybody's been picking up The Hating Game. So I have recommendations that I've seen some friends read, but I think they should be more widely read. I've done this video a couple times. I know a lot of people have done this video. My friend Lisa from Remarkably Lisa just posted this video, so I will leave a link to hers down below. I had asked in my community page what kind of videos you guys wanted to see, and this one came up a lot, so here I am doing this. So I will go ahead and get to books I think that you will like if you liked popular romances. I will go ahead and start with The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This one is just a very popular enemies to lovers romance, workplace romance, office romance, and so if you like those tropes, I think you would really enjoy Right Where I Want You by Jessica Hawkins. This one is one of Jessica Hawkins' contemporary standalones, and she's not really popular for this. She's popular for her mafia romances and her taboo series, and so this one, our hero works for a magazine, and it's a mostly male magazine, and they've been kind of getting a bad rap, so our heroine is hired to come in and kind of fix their reputation. He immediately is like, I don't want you here, don't even come here, we don't need you, and is very resistant towards her. So it's very enemies to lovers. It is workplace. It's also in like the publishing industry, because this one they're competing, I believe, for their jobs. I read this way back when, like it's been a long time since I read this, but aren't they competing for the same promotion at a publishing company? And so in this one, she's kind of coming in to change the magazine company, and he's like, I don't want you here. So I feel like if you like those kind of vibes, you would really enjoy this one. Next, I have an entire series that I think really pairs well together, and that's if you love the Brown Sisters series by Talia Hibbert, you would really love the Bourbon Brothers series by Chloe Leese. So if you notice the titles, they're about families. So in this series, it's three sisters, and they all have different relationships. The first one is hate to love, the second one's friends fake dating, and the third one is also hate to love, and it's super cute. So all these are really cute, but I think that if you love the whole aspect of following siblings and different tropes in the books, you would really love the Bourbon Brothers series. Book one, I think, is the least like the Brown Sister series because it is new adult. Our hero and heroine meet in college, and she is actually a soccer player, and he is deaf. He is only recently deaf. I believe he got sick and then lost his hearing, and he used to be a soccer player, and so he is in class, and his brother-in-law is actually the professor, and the professor tells our heroine, you need to get notes. I'm not making accommodations for you because you are a soccer player. Like, you need to be in class like everyone else is, and she's super stressed out about it, and he's like, ask him for notes. So she asks the guy next to her, who is deaf. She doesn't know, and he doesn't answer her, and so she's like, wow, what a jerk. He's like so rude. And then she realizes that he is deaf, and she feels horrible for the assumptions she'd made, and then they end up having to work together on project and fall for each other, and it's really, really cute. But the second and third ones are my favorite. The second one, she is a like marketing person for a hockey team, and he is a really good hockey player. She actually has a chronic illness where I think she has arthritis, so she walks with a cane. She's in her 20s, and she also is on the autism spectrum, and he has had a crush on her for so long, but it's a forbidden romance because they can't have relations with like staff, and staff can't have relations with the hockey players. It is so cute. We also have a like caretaking scene in here, and I loved it. This one is definitely a favorite of mine. Book 3 is A Marriage in Trouble, and I really loved how it dealt with the hero's anxiety. That was explored a lot in here. Our hero and our heroine both go to therapy as well together because their marriage is not working out. It does have to do with having children, so make sure you are aware of that going in with discussions about having kids in a marriage and in a relationship. And they also go on a family vacation, which is so cute. I love this whole series, and I think if you love the like family aspect of this and all the different aspects of the characters we get in this series, you get that in the Bourbon Brothers series. Then I have The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. This one is just a really fun wedding romance, and Our heroine thinks that her ex's brother like ruined her wedding. She's in wedding planning and she has to team up with him. The guy that she blames for ruining her wedding, she has to team up with him to try to get a new job, planning a wedding. And so if you like that kind of enemies to lovers wedding setting, I think you would really love Sweet Hand. This one, our heroine is a baker and her best friend's getting married. She's a maid of honor, and I believe he was the best man, but they both have to spend a lot of time together for their friend's wedding, and they really don't have that great of a past together. They are from an island, and I love the whole island town setting, and he is a musician, and he kind of says some stuff to the media jokingly, but like that kind of pokes fun at her, and so he does have to make up for that. And I really love the fact that they're both taking place at weddings and they're with people that they really don't like, but he is so sweet in here and he is so sweet in here, and they're really just sweethearts that really just want to do what's right for the heroine, and they don't mean to be the one that the heroine hates, because it's not really they also hate the heroine, it's really just the heroine hates them, and they kind of have to make up for that. So I really enjoyed this one. If you like the whole wedding setting, enemies to lovers, read this one. Then if you loved The Deal by Elle Kennedy, this one I feel like is coming back into popularity. It has been for a few years now because of TikTok. Everybody's been reading this. I absolutely adored the series when it was coming out. I think I picked this up when there were only 2 books out, because I vividly remember reading books 3 and 4 like straight through when I got them. I've been a Elle Kennedy fan for so long. I love her so much. And so these are all hockey romances, not specifically if you love this first one, but if you just love the series in general, I think that you would really enjoy The Year We Fell Down by Serena Bow. And this one's an oldie but a goodie too. I think this one came out in 2014, but I really love this one because the heroine is also an athlete, and I love it when heroines are athletes because I was an athlete in high school. And so in this one, our hero broke his leg. He's a hockey player, so he has to have one of like the handicap accessible rooms, and across the hall from him, living, and it is in college, is our heroine, and she was a hockey player and she was supposed to be going to college for hockey, but she had an accident, and so now she is wheelchair bound, and it's their romance together. And so they kind of bond over the fact that they are both unable to like access things very easily because she's in a wheelchair and he is on crutches with a huge cast on his leg, and so they start spending time together. He is in a relationship though, but it is such a sweet romance, and I love that he is a hockey player, and I think if you love all the hockey player heroes in the off-campus series, you would really enjoy the Serena Bowen book. If you loved Beach Read by Emily Henry, this one is our heroine loses her father in the beginning. It's a lot more serious than the cover insinuates. She lost her father and realizes he was having an affair, so she goes to clean out his beach house that he used with his mistress, I guess you would call her, and realizes that a rival from school is in the beach house next door and she is an author, and then they fall in love together and they write together. This one, if you liked it, I think you would enjoy One Hot Italian Summer by Karina Halley. This one, it also looks like it's a super fun summer read, which it is, but it starts out with our heroine losing her writing partner. So she is also grieving, similar to our heroine in Beach Read, and she doesn't know how to write anymore. She doesn't know how to write alone. She feels that she's not capable enough. She's still grieving over the loss of her friend. And so her agent ends up sending her to this villa in Italy and says like, you need to just get away and write, which is kind of similar to this. She gets away, she goes to a beach house, not for fun, it's to clean out her dad's house. But our heroine in One Hot Italian Summer ends up going, and she thinks she's alone, so it's a really funny meet cute, but there's actually a man and his son standing there, and the man is an artist, and it's their romance, and it's definitely a forbidden romance. It's not hate to love like Beach Read was, but it was still such a really sweet romance, and I really enjoyed it. And she's a writer just like the heroine in Beach Read, so I think if you like those kind of components of Beach Read, you would really enjoy One Hot Italian Summer. And I love the single parent aspect. This one's one of my favorites. And if you loved Bully by Penelope Douglas, which is a high school know-it-all bully romance, our heroine and hero were friends when they were younger. Our heroine goes off to a like study abroad program and comes back, and our hero's like completely changed. He bullies her and she kind of has to dig to get to why he's doing that, and she won't deal with his bullying anymore, so she kind of stands up for herself, and it was such a good romance. I love this series so much. If you liked it, I think you would like Cruel Prince by AJ. This one is also a high school know-it-all bully romance, and our hero is very angry at our heroine for something, and she has been gone for 4 years and she's back for her senior year, and he is not going to let her forget that he hates her. And so that is where their story goes. I think that if you like how the heroine kind of moves away and then comes back and has to really face the hero and understand what he went through, what caused him to be so angry, and they fall in love in the process, you would really enjoy both of these. And my last one is a favorite of mine. Both of them are favorites. So I think if you loved All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. This one is a marriage and trouble romance. Our hero and heroine are having a really, really rocky relationship, specifically due to children again in this one, so make sure you're aware of that going into here. Super emotional, and they have to really figure out how to communicate again. I think you would love one of my favorites, Forget Me Not by QB Tyler. This one actually deals with amnesia though, so our hero and heroine have been on the brink of a divorce, and they are getting a divorce like really soon, like it's weeks out, and then our heroine is called into the hospital because her husband was in a car accident and he forgets the past 5 years. And so this one also has to do with having children, and she is like, why are you calling me? Why are you talking to me this way? Like, we're about to get divorced. And he's like, what are you talking about? He doesn't remember that. He thinks they are madly in love, and he actually had cheated on her during those 5 years, so they do have to really work through that as well in here. And it's so good because in his mind he's like, I would never cheat on you. I'm madly in love with you. Like, we love each other. What are you talking about? We're still in that phase where we're obsessed with each other. But she has experienced everything that he did to her, and so they have to work through their problems. I absolutely love this book. You guys know how much I love this book as a marriage and trouble romance. Really love this one as well. I gave both of these 5 stars. I love Colleen Hoover's books, and so I think if you enjoy this one, read Forget Me Not. And those are my romance recommendations for if you like this popular romance. I think you would like this other romance that I really loved. Let me know down below if you've read any of these, and let me know if you have any recommendations for books that are similar to any of these popular books. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.